Hello and welcome to Quora Queries. I'm Q, and I will be taking you through today's Q&A. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you want more questions like this. Now, let's get into this. Does Walmart know when you steal from self-checkout? Does Walmart know? Only if you're not fast enough with the skip button. The community seems to have a lot of experience with this one. Time to hear them out. Reply 1. Last month, I went to Walmart, bought about a dozen things. One of the items got overlooked because it was small, a pack of Sharpie pens. The guy at the door just ran his marker across the receipt. I walked out not knowing I had done anything wrong. When I got to my vehicle and was putting my purchases in the car, I found the Sharpies under a larger item. I checked my receipt and no, I had not paid for them. I locked my vehicle up, went back into the store and paid for them. As I was leaving, I told the guy at the door what I had done. He didn't say anything, just marked my receipt and went to the next person. Minimum wage employees probably don't care/don't understand what happens when theft occurs. I was a retail manager for an electronics chain store, so I knew the cost of theft. I did the right thing regardless. Reply 2. I have a friend who shops at Walmart, the same location, weekly for dry goods. They spend a lot of money each week and often see the same cashiers. Last week, after going through the self-checkout, he was stopped at the door and made to empty every bag in his pockets, and his receipt was checked over twice. Naturally, he was quite unhappy about this treatment. They got the security guard involved. It was a total scene. The fact that he's a regular customer in the store had no relevance. This incensed his wife beyond description. As soon as she found out about it, she immediately called the store manager and let him have it for 20 minutes, and she considered legal action. Obviously, he didn't steal anything, on purpose or accidentally, and the fact that he is a long-time Walmart customer had no bearing on the way they treated him. He was completely degraded in front of everyone, coming and going in a very loud manner. I think they're done with Walmart after this experience. Not that Walmart cares. I hope they follow up with some kind of legal action just to hassle Walmart. I hate that company. What I am gathering from all of these is that Walmart is not the one you want to try, even if those IG videos show something different. Let's keep going. Reply 3. Right around Christmas, my spouse went in alone to self-check his items and tossed them into a bag. I waited in the truck, then we drove home. He ran out of a room when we got there, panicked, and said, "Oh my God, I forgot to pay for the groceries." He thought the cops were after him. LOL. I said, "It's fine, we will go make it right." We ran back, and to the check stand he went through. They had no idea he forgot to run the card. I know he didn't pay because my checking account didn't reflect until we went back and paid. One of the cashier supervisors said, "Oh yeah, it doesn't alert us if someone forgets to pay." So she essentially told us it's easy as pie to walk out without paying. They were shocked we came back, and I don't know why. We were like, well, of course. Reply 4. As someone who has been detained in a Walmart for something I had paid for then opened before heading towards the exit, I can guarantee you that they are paying more attention to certain people than they are to the multiple cameras they have all over the place. I have seen people walk right out of Walmarts with carts full of unpaid items, while I had been stalked throughout my entire shopping trip. On one occasion, I even saw a group of meth heads, led by a little white lady, get away with it once and returned an hour or so later and did it again. Fresno, California. I was just chilling out in my truck, eating a deli sandwich in the parking lot. Reply 5. Walmart self-checkout systems use a combination of weight sensors and computer vision to detect potential theft. If an item's weight doesn't match the selected product, or if the scanned barcode doesn't match the item, an alert is triggered. The system can also detect suspicious behavior, such as quickly moving items across the scanner or covering the barcode. However, It's important to note that false alarms can occur due to system errors or item placement issues. Walmart uses a loss prevention team to monitor the self-checkout areas through surveillance cameras and on-site personnel. These teams receive alerts from the self-checkout systems and can intervene if they suspect theft. In addition to technology and human monitoring, Walmart may use data analytics to identify patterns of potential theft. By analyzing transaction data, the company can identify suspicious behavior and take appropriate action. While Walmart's self-checkout systems are designed to deter theft, they are not foolproof. Some shoplifters use techniques such as item switching or barcode spoofing to bypass the system. Walmart has implemented measures to address these challenges, such as requiring customers to present items for inspection before leaving the store or using handheld scanners for certain high-value items. Despite these efforts, some shoplifters may still succeed in stealing from self-checkout. However, it's important to note that theft is illegal and can result in serious consequences. March 4th, Walmart's use of technology to deter theft is part of a broader trend in retail. Other retailers are also using advanced technologies such as RFID tags, facial recognition, and artificial intelligence to enhance security and reduce shrinkage. While these technologies can improve loss prevention, they also raise privacy concerns. Some critics argue that the use of surveillance technologies can lead to profiling and discrimination. Ultimately, the effectiveness of Walmart's self-checkout theft prevention measures depends on a variety of factors, including the technology itself, human intervention, and customer behavior. While it's possible to reduce theft through these measures, it's unlikely to be eliminated entirely. Reply 6. I work for a state attorney's office. The answer is yes. We get cases all of the time with people who tried stealing at the self-checkout lanes. They either blatantly didn't scan an item, or they scanned one item of the few that were the same to say that they did scan it. Or they even scanned something of a cheaper price and put the more expensive item in the bag. Long story short, yes. Walmart and all other stores have cameras and workers watching your every move. Please do not steal. At this point, if you had any plans, either fully drop them or use all this information to formulate your best Sly Cooper impression. Let's proceed. Reply 7. Not necessarily. All stores have a pretty good idea on whom to watch. I accidentally walked out with a half-gallon of Canadian whiskey one day, and nobody noticed. Being the fine person that I am, I went back in and paid for it. I thought the woman who oversaw self-checkout was going to faint. I told her I wasn't going to hell for a bottle of whiskey. Reply 8. I don't know. I used the auto scanner once or twice. They are hell on the handicapped, and I will never use it again. It took longer in the self-checkout than waiting in the long lines, and I had to take a break. Every time I have used them in other stores, as well as Walmart, I usually end up trying to get assistance. Something scans the wrong price. Something doesn't scan. Search for code to enter fresh produce. Then I have to bag it myself, and I can only stand so long and have to take a break. Try doing it in a riding cart, with a cane or crutches. When I find that I missed something in the cart, I go back to pay for it. Self-scanners are a pain in the back, legs, shoulders, etc. They just are not worth the trouble. Reply 9. The way that I see it, if Walmart trusts me enough to scan and pay for my own items, then they also must accept whatever mistakes that I might make while scanning that may or may not be in my favor. If they don't accept that, then they can do the work themselves. Reply 10. As someone who was caught, hell yeah, they know. I thought I was being slick and even paid for one item, and when I was walking out, the manager, or whatever he was called, stopped and asked me for the merchandise back, but because of how young I was, he told me he wouldn't call the police. I was banned for 24 hours and am now in the system. 100% not worth it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you get alerts on the next question. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.